Hi, good evening. My name's Sheila Dougall, and I have a page on Facebook, Sheila Dougall's Spirit Medium, and I like working with spirit, and I just love that connections. Process of going through trance communication as well, and bringing through loved ones. How I work is normally sometimes I can go direct, sometimes I go give out the information, and all I need from you is a yes, a no, and I don't know, because my supper is waiting to be finished cooking, and so I'll be fed after, and because it's up to me to give that proof that life eternally goes on. So I hope that you enjoy the evening. Yep, I see Alison Barton, and I've got an evening all. Hello. Takes a little bit of getting used to all this techno, because I'm afraid that techno kind of just goes poof. Hi, Heidi. Heidi Spicer. Yvonne Jackson. Hello. Oh, beautiful. Pussycat. Is that a ragdoll? Karen Thomas. Hello. Yeah. Krish, if I said that right, Krish Pillay. Good evening. Kimberly Dalby. Hello, Portsmouth. Visited there years ago. Wendy Shepherdson, hello. Brenda on Horn. Yeah, hello, 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 hello. Hello, Marion. Tony Wright, hello. Hello, hello, hello. I'm just waiting for Spirit to start talking to me so that I can talk to you. Hello, Sharon from the USA. Hi, Lynn. Lynn, I've been drawn to your name there just now. Can I connect with you? Okay. Okay. Lynn, your name just flashed up, and as I saw your picture, can I say that I'm bringing a lady close to you? And I want to say that this lady, there's similarities between the eyes, and it's the eyes that I was drawn to, because I'm very much an eye person. And I want to say that this lady is coming in elderly, so I'm putting her, I do feel the tingle on my solar plexus, so she's maternal, and she's either the mother link or the grandmother link for this lady, but I tend to feel I'm a bit more grandmother. But I want to say mum's mum. Can you accept this? And I kind of feel like she's been in spirit for a wee while. I don't feel like years and years. I feel that she's been in spirit a while. And I want to say that lovely lady, I'm just feeling a lovely essence with this lady. And I want to say that she makes me feel very comfortable and welcome. And this is what she would do when people came to visit. I also feel with her as well that I do feel arthritis creeping in, because she's making my hands a bit sore. And I do know that there was problems internally with this lady. I'm not feeling the chest on the whole. Does this resonate with you, please? Because when your name flashed up, the Lynn just became huge. So can I say that there's more than one Lynn in the family, or your name has been used a couple of times? usually my problem. Thank you, Lynn. This is a lady that you definitely knew when you were growing up. And I want to say that she makes me feel that you weren't a child when she passed. So I'm making you in your 20s, late 20s when she passed, is how she makes me feel, because I'm getting 20 stroke 30 is what I'm seeing. I want to say as well that Marie is another name that I've got one just now, unless they're both the same personas and they've come in together. So if I'm giving information from one and information from another, sometimes it takes a few minutes to distinguish that the two have come in together. I want to say that with this lady that, right, I'm just asking her to go back to what we were saying. I'm getting hot now. She says that there would be fond memories of when she went through the menopause, with the flagging of the newspapers and the flicking of the doors and opening up the windows, and even when everybody else was cold, the windows had to stay open. And she's coming in with laughter with this because she says it was comical at times. Not for me, she says, but for everybody else. And I want to say as well that she's coming in with a lot of love, but she would have been a lot of support when she was here on the earth plane. And I feel that she's an approachable grandma. Now, when I say approachable, this is a grandma that would talk to you and you could tell her things. Thank you. And I do know that not a lot shocked her. Some things did, but not a lot shocked her. Now, your name Sheffield is jumping out as well. So can I bring you down to for memories or connections to the Sheffield area? And I want to say that I've also got the name Margaret Meg coming in, and I want to say that there's also a Mary connects as well to the link, but Rose is just being shouted in. Now, sometimes when the light is on, it's like spirit comes along and you'll get names. If you can't take the names, that's fine. And yes, she was definitely like a mum, because I just keep getting that maternal link here. Can I say that she's just making me aware that there's situations going on and around you just now. Now, I do not take out anything personal, but if I can touch on things, I'm happy. But she knows on one in particular that you're dealing with at this moment that is causing you to be a little bit down. And she said, come on now, lass, stand up, keep the chin tall. And she says, look back on how far you've come through this and see how strong you have been. And she says, she taught independence when you were growing up. And this includes cooking, it includes garden. Oh, thank you. Because I just got that in before she started on what she was saying. And I want to say as well that she says that sometimes own worst enemy, but she says you are learning fast. Because she says sometimes the rose-tinted glasses is on, but she says they are starting to become less rosy as you see through people. She says that keeping quiet instead of adding fuel to the fire helps a lot as well. And she says, well done there. I want to say as well that there you have a little, can I say, mum's still here? Because I feel that there's caring going around a lady, and I want to say that there's healing going around that lady. But can I also say as well that you can take connections to the nursing profession in your family link. I want to go to grandmother for this, but not her in particular, but connected to grandmother for the healing links. I'm just seeing an old-fashioned nursing outfit. But can I say that you are very compassionate and you feel things as well. And this is what you take on board. She says you can't solve everybody's problems. And she says you have to start prioritizing, because she says it's no good taking them to bed with you. because it's interfering with your sleep. So she wants you to just let go of the things that you can't change. Let go of the things that's not your problem. By all means, support. By all means, be there. Try not to take it on board, because she says it doesn't do the heart any good. Now I'm getting reflux here, and I'm getting a bit of hiccups. So am I right in saying that to do with stress and that the rennies can be eaten a little bit more quicker, and trying to get it sorted out? But can I say that there's a male link in and around you who likes the wrong type of food, she's saying, because she would have put fruit and veg on the table, she says. A little bit of meat and a lot of veg. And she's just making aware that I'm getting this reflux, and especially in bed at night. Ride through the storm, because it won't be forever, is all she's saying. And to take some of that self-care for yourself, because you're not good at keeping for yourself, and you're not good at giving yourself that self-love. And she's saying you're beautiful inside and out, and it's time to believe it and work through it. Close the ears, because she says a lot of things is unkind. I'm also aware that I'm right in saying that you're dealing with things in the home as well. And she said, don't let them walk over you. Keep that foot down and keep going the way that you are, because she says, if you let them off, she says, you're just making more problems for yourself. But she says the guidance is needed. The guidance is needed. And just as she's starting to pull back, Lynn, I want to say as well that I can give you connections, Ireland, because now I've no idea why a 4-leaf clover is Ireland to me, but that's just the way Spirit give it to me. And when I get the 4-leaf clover, I also get the green fields, and I know it's Irish connections. But there's connections to Ireland. But I feel it's more visiting rather than staying, if I can give you this. I've also got to say as well that there's a love of Scottish music coming in. And I know I'm born and bred Scotland, but I'm not fond of the bagpipes, but I do hear bagpipes. And I'm bringing in a lone piper as well. But I feel that this is for a wedding situation, but it was also for a funeral that I feel with this piper. And I want to say that she's coming in, she's got the support for you, and she says, when you feel as if it's little beasties going across your head, it's not. She's sitting with you, trying to calm you down into a proper sleep. Because she says it's just tossing and turning, and the brain comes on, and you keep going over situations. And she says, this you need to stop. So thank you for working with me, and please take our love. But just talk to her when you're sitting having a coffee, when you're sitting having a cup of, or even just sitting having a sneaky biscuit. Talk to her. She's just a breath away, and she still likes to be kept up. So I hope that that was okay for you, and I wish you well. Bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you very much, because that's something that I don't do. Bless you, but she's very much with you and supporting you. Very much supporting you. She says that bond is never left. Thank you so much. Ann Davis, hello. Oh, I love the daisies. Love the daisies. Daisies mean a lot to me as well. Valerie Gill, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Kath Docherty, Kath Docherty. I'm loving all those hearts. Beautiful. Arlene Noon. Beautiful, beautiful. Arlene. There's a mail just shot in for you. And can I say that I'm just asking the relationship. The gentleman I have is, I'm only 5'1", so he's definitely taller than myself, broad-shouldered, very hard-working. I've got big calloused hands, so I was a physical worker. And but I want to say that I am now starting to feel maternal with this gentleman, so I'm putting him on the father link or the grandfather link. I do feel chest with this gentleman because I want to be a bit breathless. Just asking him to take that away. I don't feel that it was a quick passing. I do feel that he struggled for quite a while before the time of passing came. And I am aware that, right, he doesn't make me feel like he passed in hospital, but I don't actually feel as if he passed in his own bed. But it's not a hospital situation. Can you take this gentleman, Arlene? Cool. Cool. Now, I'm brought to your last name, which is Noon, but it's actually reading Moon. So can I say that with the moon situation, that you're one that is just starting to learn or being involved with the cycles of the moon? Because I feel that there's like, what do you call it? Notes being taken. Grandfather, thank you very much. And I feel that the moon has got a lot to do with things as well with you. Can I say that there's been situations that you've now started to map out the astrology bit and start taking in the cycles of the moon and for looking at mood swings, etc. Because you know that age-old thing from we've got a full moon, watch out, girl here, turn into a werewolf. Can I say I am feeling that grandfather was quite a joker with this? Because I feel like I'm getting information from him. And I want to say that there would be sort of like moon stories. Now we're coming back to the moon. But granddad, can I say, a really nice granddad. A really nice granddad. One that you would skip and jump to go and see, not one being dragged by your hair. And a quiet man. But I feel that I'm tired and I feel that I don't have an awful lot of involvement, but that was due to the illness. Can I say that it feels a bit emphysema-like? But if it's not emphysema, can I give lung cancer? Because I definitely feel that the lungs has got to do with it. And I want to say that with this gentleman, he tried his best, but to get from the living room to the kitchen or the living room to the bathroom, he struggled. It was like a mile for him, is how he's making me feel, but this was in the latter stages. I do feel that there's oxygen with this gentleman, so he's focusing on the chest, but he says that's all he's focusing on because he doesn't want that memories to be remembered. He wants the good times to be remembered. He also makes me aware, can I say that sneaky better, because he's kind of like, you know, and picking out, but he did it on the QT, can I say. And he's saying, unfortunately, a lot of times it was three-legged donkeys. And he says he always hoped one day, he wasn't a huge gambler, but he always hoped that one day he would clinch it, if I can put it that way. Plain eating. But there's also, in your family, plain eating as well, because I don't feel as if you're getting tables and tables of like Chinese, Indian, and that. It's all like good, solid home cooking, if I can put it that way. But can I also say that when I see the salt cellar, that there's been a bit holding back on the kitchen a little bit, and this is when takeaways comes in, or just the quick microwave ping comes in, and so that there's some in and around you that it's more sort of like in the microwave, and that's it. And he's saying that it would be a lot cheaper if you just, like the veg I grew in my garden, he says, if you just sort of like pick up the veg and then just chop it up and throw it in and get a big pan of soup. I want to say as well, he was quite a bit of a joker as well, because I want to say that he had a warped sense of humour. But people loved this. He was well respected, and he makes me feel that one of his catch lines was that that he says, he's going on about ham sandwiches, and he says folk will just come to see me a while because he says they'll just be wanting the ham sandwiches and the free tea again. But he was joking about it because he was a people person. He was a people person. And I want to say that you're a people person too. But you've got instinct and you know who's wrong. You know who's wrong. I want to say that I'm bringing in books, but I want to say that you used to read a lot of books, but you've pulled back a little bit. And it's just getting that time for self. Time for self. Even if you lock yourself in the bathroom for 5 minutes, you're getting time. You're getting time. Yes, because he's doing this. Get back onto cooking. Get back onto cooking. Better for you. Again, it's quick and it's easy because I go down that line myself. And so I'll take on board that row as well. Am I right in saying that you were looking at flowers the other day? Because he's just showing a display of flowers in the supermarket. And I want to say that it was the beautiful burgundy reds in between pinky and burgundies that you were looking at. And he's saying that he was trying to catch your eye with the beautiful bright yellow ones, because he says that would have been a bit more uplifting. And he's saying that but you walked away. And yeah, because you're one of them that you open up a book and it just soaks you in and you get right into that story, and it's like it becomes life again. And I love books like that. And because he's just saying, just to get that time back for yourself. And he says he loves you. He loves you. And can I say something about a permanent drip on the nose is what he's leaving me with. And he's just saying, he says, again, he's just a breath away. You talk to his picture. So don't stop. Don't stop. He's listening. They're hearing your prayers, but patience. Rome wasn't built in a day, but they are helping. They are helping. And please take his love. Please take his love. And grandmother. And can I say, there's an aunt there and there's an uncle there as well. They're all coming in and just saying, bless you, bless you. And thank you for everything you did for me. Very appreciative. Because you went above and beyond. And he says, I couldn't leave without saying that. So thank you for working with me. Yep. He loves you too. He loves you too. He loves you too. Bless you. Bless you. Yes, please. Does help. Thank you for working with me, Arlene. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Mel Walker. Oh, Australia. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Walker has just jumped out on me, to be honest with you. It's up to spirit, by the way this goes, people. And it's just, if it's screaming out, then I have to just go with the flow. But can I say that Walker is a big thing, and I feel like I've got a gentleman here. I don't feel overly old with him, so I'm feeling more around the 30s, 40s for this gentleman. I don't have a relationship just yet, but I do know walking was a big thing for him. I'm out walking in the wild. I'm out walking up the hills. I'm out walking into different towns. I'm traveling. I've been all over, itchy feet if he wasn't traveling is how I feel. Now, he makes me feel like if he's not a brother, he's a good friend who would have been like a brother, because I just feel that bond is amazing. Can you take this, Mel? the smell. And I want to say that with this gentleman, he just lived life to the full. He was always optimistic, but never pessimistic. If you could see a field, there was a lot in that field. It wasn't just a field. There was a lot could be done with that field. There was a lot of goodness came out of that field. And I want to say that he always, I've got the song, Always Look on the Bright Side of Life, and that's all the singing you're getting, by the way. And I want to say that goes back to, I think, the life of Brian, I'm not sure. And he's bringing in that comic side, if I can put it that way. Because I just feel that on a night out, he would have been a nightmare. Especially as the drinks came in. But I look after myself. I look after myself. I'm a loyal person, is what I'm feeling. And I do feel that he hasn't been in spirit awfully long. And I want to say that it's an illness that took me. And can I say that although the ending was expected, it came a little shorter to what it did. And I feel he's actually saying it was a shock to me as well. It was a shock to me as well. But he says, I quickly bounced back up. And he says, I'm loving it now. He says, I'm back to normal. And he says, costs me nothing to travel. And he says, I've been back visiting places again. I want to say as well that he's putting you in a box. And the way he's putting you in the box is that just now it's like you're trying to find direction. Hence why he's putting roads in front of you as well, so that if you can burst out of this box, you've got two choices and two roads to go on. Am I right in saying that there's something to do with change of work? Because I just feel on the balance that it's like indecision, and it's what's the next step. Because I don't feel as if you're active working just now, if I can put it that way. And he's like sort of like pushing you forward. But I also feel with this gentleman that I can see from your picture that you've got the same fun aspect with this gentleman. And everybody would just be laughing and having fun, and you're loyal to your friends as well. But your friends are loyal to you as well. You look after one another, and that is a unique pack of friends to have. And he's actually trying to help you in that direction, Mel, because keep an eye open. Now, I won't say what it is, but just keep an eye on the repetitive stuff. You will see things being repeated. You will see nudges. And I don't like to say what they are, because that's like putting that input in. And I want to say that just keep an eye open, because he's helping you. He's helping you because he knows that he needs to just sort of like pick you out of this box, put you into another box, but with a wide open door. And he says that because just now you're just needing that big comfort blanket. Get on the onesie with the slippers and the hot drinks, and just totally enjoy yourself. Chill. Marshmallows? No, God. And I want to say that he just says that, can I also say as well that I feel that you do an awful lot of like unpaid social work, because you seem to come up with the answers. And you seem to get people coming with a lot of things. And he's saying that pull that back just a tiny bit, because he says it's near your profession just now, and he says there's a lot of folk like sticking stuff for free. And he says, I was one of them. He's got the most beautiful smile, and he just melts people with his personality. And I want to say as well that, am I right in saying that you missed his passing? Because he's saying there's nothing to be guilty for, or there's a passing that you missed. And he says, everybody's fine. And he just wants you to just keep one step in front of the other, one step in front of the other. He says, life is there for you. Yes, it's a bit closed in just now, but he says he knows you're really struggling. He knows that's why the walker came jumping out. And I want to say that we're not doctors and we're not anything else, but if you've got a support network that you can go to, please go. Please go. Now, this is my brain, not spirit. And because you'll find that there is a lot of things out there that can help you. You've got a really, really, really good friend that you bounce off of, and the two of you tell each other everything. Absolutely everything. Lean on her a little bit more. And I want to say that, yeah, I know you love it, but at times it can just be a tiny little bit too much, you know? And definitely felt male that came in, but apologies if I did get the relationship wrong, because I just see the smile and I just seen the persona. I didn't see the face. So if I've got that bit wrong, I apologize. But definitely that connection between the two of you is just gold, just gold. But don't keep it all locked in, Mel. And there is help out there. And you will get a hand up. Can I say that this person is leaving you with a red wine? And because they just handed me a red wine to give to you. And the red is also feelings as well. And red is also coming in with the compassion. It's also coming in with the anger. And you know something, Mel, and anybody else that's listening, see when you go to bed at night, just think of a pink box. Everything that you need to clear out of your chest, put into that pink box. If it needs to be picked up in the morning, leave it there. If you don't need to take this stuff, nail it down if you want and send it to the healing winds. But that's just another way to just clear the backlog out of the chest area in the throat. And I hope that helps lots of people who's on here listening. But please take their love, Mel. Please take their love. And thank you for working with me. Hi, Sally. Yeah. Hi, Lisa. Lisa Sears, hello. I like the smiley faces. Philippa Reba, hello. Thank you, Laura Doherty. Alison Greenhalgh. Hello, Cheryl. Hello. I'm loving seeing all these faces. I just love all this techno stuff. Yes, I got drawn into that one, didn't I? Alison Barton, you naughty girl. Hope that wasn't for the tennis, was it? Ah, right. Kerry Sketchell. Kerry, it's a Sketchell that I've got because I've just been given a satchel for some strange reason. No, I don't know who I've got, but I've just been handed a really old, well-used, dark brown satchel. You would have opened it up at the front and then it had the big compartment and then bits at the front. And I feel really a lot of love coming out of this satchel. And I feel that I don't feel it was new. I feel it was more handed down. And can you take recollections of this satchel? I also want to say as well that I'm giving you connections to Ireland as well because Kerry has turned to Derry, and I want to say that I want to give you connections in the family, but I want to go a generation back. Hello, I love that smiley face. And to your family, to your family. Am I right in saying that your family's been looking at old photographs just now? Now I'm seeing black and whites, I'm seeing sepia pictures and that, and I'm seeing some Victorian pictures as well. But there's been question marks as to who the faces are. Some of them have been named, some of them haven't, and a couple of them that right, okay then, so why did they give me the satchel for you? Yeah, it's a really, really well used old satchel that would be known. That would be known. Right. Okay then. I'm just asking, I'm just asking. I do feel a lady coming close, and I want to say that I feel more like an aunt link with this lady, because I just caught that if any disciplining had to do, that was up to the mums or the grands. And she says, I was the fun one. I was the fun one, because I just feel, and I'm seeing lipstick with this lady. I do feel that it goes back either one generation or two generations. But if anybody else recognises this information, please give Richard a shout. Excuse me. The right. The Victorian pictures when the Irish connection came in, because it was like I heard Ireland and then I heard about the pictures, but they're really old pictures, and I love looking at them. Digressing, and I want to say that a large family cut down, if I can put it that way. I just feel as if the family has diminished. The family has diminished. I want to say that, am I right in saying that there's quite a few in your family? Lisa, you can take that, right? 2 seconds. Yes, okay then. Stick with me, the pair of yous, and just listen. So you can take Ireland in the old photographs, and some are named, some are not, and some is a big question mark. And I'm just feeling, I do feel a lady coming in, but I feel more on an aunt link, and I feel more like a friend, but I am an aunt link. I want to go aunt to grandmother. Aunt connected to grandmother. Sorry, I just got corrected myself. I feel a lady that just normal build and just a tiny bit taller than myself. And she's coming in, she's got her hair's neat and tidy, but I do feel her husband passed before her. But I also know that there's a loss of a son connected to this lady, because that knocked the wind out, because I just feel that it took a long time to get over that, because I've got no child should go before the parent. No child should go to the parent. But if I do apologise if I've got that bit wrong, but if you can take where the son, definitely a son passed before the parents. Before the parents. I've also got connections down England way, and I'm going right down to like Motherwell's Scotland, don't be silly. Past Motherwell, we're going down to like Malvern, Wishaw, Worcestershire. Sorry, I just got a clip in the ear for that, for coming out with Wishaw. That way. Thank you. So I'm definitely with you then, Kerry. Lisa, does the lost son belong to the family, like on the aunt connection? Same with you, Kerry. Is it on the aunt connection? Because I'm just asking for something just to separate the two of you. Now, I know that you're doing the family tree. Yes, it's definitely a boy. Definitely a boy. I know that you're doing the, it wasn't a baby. I feel it was like a young gentleman who she lost. He came out of school and he was working and he was cut before their time, cut before his time. And I've got to say, an illness, an illness. Malvern, yes, thank you, because I definitely got Malvern, Worcester, Malvern, Worcester. And a clip round the lug for saying Wishaw. But they, right, okay then, Kerry. I do feel as if I am with you, to be honest with you, but Lisa, listen in, listen in. I want to say with this lady that I'm firm but fair. Sometimes I can be like school teacherish. If you can take this lady for a start, Kerry, can you take the aunt? Right, hang on with me, Lisa, because I could have a double link here, so I'll get you both sorted. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. I'll work with Kerry first. I'll quickly flick back with you and then go back with Richard and see how we're going. Right, Kerry, can you come back? Right, okay then. No, this is definitely an adult. Definitely an adult. Okay then. Right, can we go back to Lisa? I still feel I'm connected to you, Kerry. So, yes, sounds like you. Right, hold on. I'll stick with Kerry a minute. Right. Would I be right in saying that the baby would be adult now? Because that's maybe where the confusion's coming with you, Kerry, because but I definitely felt adult with this young boy, but I will be coming back to Lisa. I want to say, yes, she came across as like, if she wasn't a school teacher, she could have been one by the way that she, her persona was. But don't get me wrong. Yes, she was kindly. Yes, she had treats. Yes, she could have a joke, but do anything wrong and you saw a different side to her. And I feel like it's not like hurt me once, hurt me twice. It's you knew that you wouldn't do it again. You knew you wouldn't. That's the age that I kind of feel. The same with Kerry, late 20s, early 30s. Thank you. So I am with you and I am with Lisa, Richard. I'm sorry. So can I say that with this lady, that she would have come in and about just now and sorted out things in and around you, Kerry, because she wasn't one to keep quiet. If anything upset her or anything, she would just come straight in there and say it and come out right with it. And if you didn't like it, that was your problem or anybody else's problem. But she was happy to point things out, can I say. It's how she makes me feel. And she just says that if she was in and around just now, she says that she would have them all sorted out, because she says it's like playing games in and around you. Not physical games, but she's just lightening the load, if I can put it that way. Can I also say as well that you need to get a little bit more rest, because she's going on about, again, you're one that's not sleeping, but you're up at other times during the night as well. And I want to say that you can quite happily just zonk out in the chair when you do get home and you're sitting just sort of like the TV's on, and then all of a sudden it goes, what was the end of that film? I've missed the end of the film, or else you've missed the end of the show that you were watching. Clearing of the throat. So you've either been tired of using the same words, or you're not saying enough. Now, she's not saying go in and start World War III, but she's just taken me to the throat chakra. And can I say that a lot of deaf ears in and around you, because I'm just frustrated. I'm just getting to that stage now that I really want to pick up somebody and shake them, you know. But we can't do that. We can't do that. Juggling quite a lot of things. And can I say as well that she says it's just taking a couple of the balls out of the equation, prioritising pros and cons, and she says work on that, because she says there's no point in taking more balls on when you haven't sorted the original. Yes, That's the feeling that she gives me, because when you're trying to sleep, you're just not getting to sleep. And as she says, it's then for them when you are getting to sleep, it's not a satisfying sleep. She's being old school now, and she says, it's time to change your ways of bedtime so that it's calmer for you, so that your brain is calmer when you do go to bed, because she says everything with you is just hyped right up here, and it's constant. Right, am I right in saying that, right, I just missed that bit. Sluggish inside as well. And try drinking a little bit more water. Now, we're not doctors, but sluggishness is usually can come down to if you're constantly on the go and you're running and you're not drinking or eating enough. That can lead a lot to it as well. And if you're eating the wrong food as well, like what she's kind of like, then that can do a lot of it as well. So it's time to put yourself up onto a pedestal and look after me. Because she makes me aware that, again, she's going for the throat, that you're not appreciated. And she says that it's time to stomp the foot and stand up and be counted. Yes, because she took me to the licorice jar there. I don't like licorice. And licorice to me is the sluggish effect. So she's just saying, have a look at what input. Now, this is going to sound rude, Richard. She says, have a look at the input for the output, is what she's saying. And she says, because can I say she was into old remedies and things, and she's just trying to help you, but you are not alone. You are not alone. And she says that you've often felt behind you, you felt from the side, you've seen from the side of your eye, and it's not imagination. And she says that if you're not involved with spirit or doing anything on the spirit line, she says, one day you will listen to the and believe you me, when they start going you cannot get away from it. If they've got a job for you to do, you will be working for spirit. So just watch out where you're gently eased into it and you go down that path. And but if you're not working already, because you've got a lot of intuition that way as well, because I just feel that there's things going on around you which is also in your daily life as well, but it's also other things as well that's affecting too. She's coming in with a lot of love, and she says if you just do these little changes, she says you'll notice a difference with yourself. And she says it'll be a lot lighter. And she's just laughing at that. But please take our love. Please take our love. And thank you for working with me. And I'll just quickly go back to Lisa, if you don't mind. I'm trying to get her to take this throat thing away. Lisa, hi. Can I say as well that can I take you to someone in your family who is very spiritual? Because I just want to say that the intuition was sharp, that it was a case of, how did you know that? How did you know that I just told a lie? Am I right in saying that it was your, can I say your nan was quite intuitive? And if she wasn't spiritual behind closed doors, because I feel that it's not in the open, if it's not sitting at a table in someone's house behind closed doors, there's someone connected in the family that's doing this, or did this, can I say? I'm just feeling that so strong. And if it's not you, it will be Kerry, but I'm just feeling so strong because I'm drawn to your second name, because they're now putting it up in lights, the seers. And a seer works spiritually, works psychically, and works in other ways as well. So I do feel that there's a connection in your line to do with spiritualism and working with spirit. I can't take that away because it's so strong. It's so strong. So strong. The lady I have, it's you, thank you, Lisa. I didn't notice that you changed the type. I'm also, the lady that I have loved Bertie Bassett, can I say, and licorice all sorts, but she's taken me to the round ones with all that little sweeties on them. But I've also got to say mints as well, and I've got to say that she would have eaten a lot of mints in the latter stages to settle her stomach and to settle heartburn, if you can take that. I'm just being made aware that you are on the right path just now, because I'm just asking for information. You are on the right path just now, although at times you find it a little bit daunting, but it's good to see that you are closing your ears off to the non-believers, is what she's saying. And as she says, you're following your vocation. You've still got a bit to go. You've still got a bit to go. But she says, can I say that you've been interested in sort of like going into trance work? Because I feel like daydreaming comes in quite a lot. You'll be sitting with a piece of paper and it's like you're just zoned away. And because that's like a slight kind of meditation and it's like just shutting the brain off, although we can't shut the brain off, because if you shut your brain off then you go and join your friends. But I just feel that with that, she's the one that's working and helping you, can I say. She's the one that's in and around, but she's the one that you've also felt as well, because I feel it coming in on the right hand side for you. And intuitions, but can I say that I also feel that you've been telling someone and you're getting blue in the face and you're fed up of being repeating it, that they need to close down because they seem to be open all the time, and this is to do with the group that you're in. Yes, the focusing is becoming stronger. The focusing is becoming stronger. And but can you stop doubting? Because you're getting good bits of information coming in, but some of it you're not given because you hold back a little bit. But there's time enough for that. There's time enough to go down that line and to strengthen it in the code of conduct. Watch how you put things across. I've also got to say as well that she's making me aware of your foot, and I don't know why, but she's giving me your left foot, something to Hi, Lisa. Sorry, something technos always plays up with me. I can't remember what I was saying because once I've given it, it's gone. And but the backing's all there. The backing's all there. And can I say, ignore the people in and around you that class? It's a bit like segregated and stuff. You keep on that right path and you'll be looked after, because spirit won't let you down. Spirit won't let you down at all. And the It's like she's putting just like a cloak around you for the negativity, because you've had to deal with an awful lot of that. But she's so proud of you, so proud of you. And can I say that you were like best friends rather than nan and granddaughter? And for that, she's grateful, because she had that bond, but she also had the bond with the other grandchildren as well. And she says that she's proud to have left this world with that crown. And she hopes that everybody else felt it as well. She was really, really, really nice, and she would take anybody underneath her wing. And anybody who she saw, she wouldn't be one to leave somebody sitting out if they looked nervous or wouldn't get involved. She would be the one that went over and introduced and pulled them into the group, you know. But you're quite good at that as well, because there's kind of like a little bit of confidence there, but the lack of confidence in other things. But it's growing. It's growing. Very proud. You're on the right path. Keep going. And you'll just have to go with the flow, lady. You'll just have to go with the flow. I said I wasn't doing this, and you yourself, here I am. It only took them about 10 years, but hey ho, we're there. How are we doing, Richard? Okay then. Okay, fine, thank you. Yeah, yeah. Andy? You've got a familiar face, Andy, but sorry if I don't recognise you just now. It is a beautiful energy, isn't it, Oracle Lucidus? It is a beautiful energy. Emma Adams, yes, I would love to go to Cornwall. I've never been. Never been. It's been on my bucket list. Natalie, but oh, I love the little butterflies and the hearts. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Natalie. Alicia Reese. Fiona. Fiona. Yes. Fiona. I want to give you Dad. And I've got to say that I'm just getting the letter R just now because it jumped out, but I've got a gentleman who liked the outdoors, and I've got a gentleman who liked to sit or lean on the fence and chat to everybody. Again, I do feel thinning of the hair. I've got salt and pepper type hair, and a bit like my colour, there was more grey than anything else, although I look dark there. I like that. And I want to say that a gentleman with a warped sense of humour. I like music, any kind of music. I've got the bands, I've got the Scottish, I've got the jigs, and I kind of have football as well for some strange reason, because I'm just seeing footballers running around, you know, but I'm not, I don't feel as if I'm 100% into football, but I am on finals. I am on finals, but I feel like he's playing a joke on me. Can you take this gentleman? And I feel like he's more on the dad link, if I can put it that way. Again, I feel chest with this gentleman, but I feel that the stomach is pulled in as well. The tummy's pulled in as well. I don't feel a quick passing with this gentleman. I do feel that it took a good couple of years before he got to that's probably because I was thinking of other teams when I saw the football, so apologies there. I don't do football, so I don't know who's who. And but I do feel with him that I'm a likeable lad. I'm a likeable lad. And but I want to say as well that I'm right in saying that you were with him at the end. I feel like there was 3 people around his bed, because I feel like although the breath was bad, it was like I slept away. I slept away. And I do have 3. Can I say that it was like 3 days of just sleeping away and just sitting watching, because as the breath got a bit, it was counting the breaths, if I can put it that way. But can I say the ears were still there, and he says he was loving all the chat that he heard about himself. And I want to say that he's grateful for a lot of things. He was grateful on the life plane, and he was grateful, but there's more than you. There's other siblings too, if I can put it that way. And can I say that, am I right in saying you've got a brother here, not in spirit? Because we're not hit people, and we don't put people into spirit that doesn't belong. And that's his type of sense of humour, to be honest with you. And I was going to come out with Robert Bob, and I didn't. I held back, and I just told Lisa I need to hold back. Right, okay then, and I've just broken one rule. Yes, because I did have that name, but there's more than one Robert in the family. There's more than one Robert in the family. I just feel that there's healing going to your brother. Healing going to your brother, and I feel like he's older than you. He's older than you. I want to say that, can I say that when my collie dog, who's been sitting here all night, when it's the legs up ready to go, that family is just a little bit unrest, and there's not the same amount of contact or closeness that there used to be, is if you can take it that way. But I do feel that a lot have been thinking on how to solve the problem, and there is question marks as to what was the problem in the first place. And because it just feels that you were all on a hole, and then now you're like in fingertips. And I'm right in saying that there is family moved away. Because instead of sort of like that contact the whole time, it's like weddings and funerals. Weddings and funerals. Right. Can I say that there's healing going around you, Fiona? Healing going around you just now. Now, we're not doctors, we don't diagnose or anything, they're just putting healing around you just now. And I feel that you've got slight aches and pains yourself. Slight aches and pains yourself. And your father is putting a foot bath in front of you, and he's put mustard in there. So can I say that problems with the feet as well? I've got tired feet, and I just want to lift them up and just ease them. I also feel as well that you've got nippy hands, and it's at times when you've done too much that the hands are a bit sore. And he's just bringing this in, and he goes, "Welcome to my world." He's really is a lovely person, but I've got to say that he makes me feel like he changed a bit nearer the latter stages, because I got a little bit grumpy because my independence was being taken from me, if you can take it that way. But you are a very independent person as well, and you like everything to be done yourself. And you're one that doesn't like people taking jobs off of you, if I can put it that way. I want to say as well that he's just, can you take it's like if it's not a lapsu, it's like one of those shit dogs. Can the SH is it, do you call them? And because I'm just seeing shih tzu, that's it. Because I'm just seeing such a cute face here, just looking out, cream in colour, and quite sad eyes that got everything that it wanted. But if the dog doesn't connect to you, can I say whoever's dog it is, the dog is fine, running around happy, but it knows that it got a lot of treats from these eyes, because these eyes are quite soulful and quite sad looking, that got extra pets and food whenever. I just had to acknowledge the dog, I'm sorry. I want to say as well that, am I right in saying that you can connect to the budgies that have just came in? And it's very surprising that the animals have taken so long to come in, but there's at least 3 budgies connected in your family, Fiona, or where you would have been going to visit. But they're chirping away. So can I say that in and around you, when they're really chatty, that someone is nipping your ear and you're getting irritated with it. But because you've got that nice persona, you're not sure how to sort of like go, back off, you know? And that's okay. So it's somebody else's dog, but I've mentioned it and I've taken it out. So thank you. I want to say as well that you give a lot of support and you give a lot of yourself. Yeah, budgies, definitely. And I want to say that but he makes me feel that you're just lacking something back. And it gets you down at times, but then you pick yourself up, brush yourself off and get going again. He's glad that you're still on the move and you're not sitting down to things. And can I say that keep an eye on the notes that you've got to sort out. Don't let it linger. He's not saying what it is, but there's dotting the I's and stroking the T's in your direction. And he says that it just needs finalised. Just needs finalised. And make sure you read every single print. Every single print. Even if it's boring and you get to the real small stuff that you need a magnifying glass, he says read it. And he's saying he did as well. He would go over everything. Yes, you've got his picture beside you, and he says, I'm still here, and I'm still smiling. And he's just showing a black, it's not quite black and white because there is some sort of like colour in it, but it's not pure colour. And of a wedding picture of him standing there, mum standing here just slightly less, and they're dressed up for the occasion. They're dressed up for the occasion because there's a flower in mum's lapel, and they're both really standing tall and really, it's a lovely picture, a lovely picture. But he says, I'm nae far, lass, and he says, send that thoughts out. And thank you for working with me. And just as he's stepping back, and I say he's giving you a poke of sweeties, he's giving you toffee, he's giving you it's like little dolly mixtures, but there's also that striped candy balls. I think that they've got like aniseed in them. And but when they bring in lots of sweets like that, can I say that you can connect to diabetes in the family? Or someone in and around you's eating far too much sweet stuff, but he's personally giving you this sweet stuff just to sweeten up your life at this moment. And thank you for working with me. I'm on Facebook, and I do have a page which is this is terrible having to look up my own page. Where? Oh right, okay then. It's on screen. It's on screen. I've just got a blank screen, but it's on screen. See, somebody can find me. You can't hide. Thank you for that, Fiona. Thank you. Thank you. He's just acknowledging that just to show that he's in and around. He's in and around. And he says he's glad that the frying pan never met his face yet. So but he's just killing himself laughing with that. And I just says, is that for him or for your husband? But he's just put it in as a joke. Again, he's just put it in as a joke. But thank you so much. Thank you for a lovely evening. I've enjoyed meeting you all, and unfortunately we didn't get around heaps of folk, but I hope that if you could take anything out of the messages, please do, because spirit work in wonderful ways that they can multitask, and know that your loved ones is never far away, because we only cross that veil. And thank you for working with me, and see you sometime soon. Thank you. Good night.
Join us this Sunday from 11 a.m. with our divine service broadcasted live from Wimbledon Spiritualist Church. Each week we have a guest medium who demonstrates their mediumship abilities to those in the church and viewers online. The service consists of a prayer, healing, spiritual reading, and a demonstration of mediumship.
Spiritual Psychics TV is hosting the first annual recognition of achievements, acknowledging those who dedicate their lives to a spiritual act of kindness. Spiritual Psychics TV, bringing spiritual people together.
Spiritual Psychics TV presents an holistic fair on Saturday the 11th of June, offering the best in spiritual readers and market stalls. Join us from 10 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. Throughout the day there will be many stalls such as natural polished crystals and stones, qualified complementary therapists offering spiritual healing. This exciting day is being held at the Waterlooville Community Centre, with plenty of free parking. A wide range of handmade products including candles, oils, jewelry, naturally organic and vegan soaps, creams, and bath bombs. Not forgetting the kids, we have face painting and a bouncy castle to enjoy all day. For those who are interested in potions, spells, and essentials oils, then we have a stall for you here as well. Maybe you're looking for a reading, be it mediumistic, palm, or tarot. 11 readers are available throughout the day. Refreshments such as drinks and light snacks are being provided by the 1940s tea room from Havant. Plenty of free workshops, talks, and a demonstration of mediumship are also planned during the day. For more information, please visit mbs.spiritualpsychicstv.online.